William Barr, the most powerful Attorney General in U.S. No one will do more to bolster, or undermine, Trump's political fortunes than Barr. This is Attorney General Bill Barr's moment. Barr has emerged as the most important official in the Trump administration. His only rival for the spotlight is Donald Trump. But it is Barr who is consistently defining the parameters of the debate in the run-up to the 2020 election. No one will do more to bolster, or undermine, Trump's political fortunes than Barr. Barr has made a number of statements in recent weeks that make it clear he is going to war against what he views as an immense left-wing conspiracy to undermine traditional American values. Consider his declaration at Hillsdale College during a Constitution Day celebration that the coronavirus lockdown is the greatest intrusion on civil liberties, apart from slavery. Here Barr is seeking to shift the rhetorical ground away from those who claim that slavery was the greatest evil in American history. Instead, Barr is alleging that there is a contemporary dastardly practice that rivals the historical memory of slavery itself. You know, putting a national lockdown, stay-at-home orders, is like house arrest. Other than slavery, which was a different kind of restraint, this is the greatest intrusion on civil liberties in American history, he said. He argued that the governors are not to be trusted, that they are acting as a kind of deep state to suppress the liberties of the common folk. They treat free citizens as babies that can't take responsibility for themselves and others. But Trump has an advantage in this possible looming struggle. He has the power of the federal government and the eagerness of his Attorney General to defend him and his powers and privileges wherever and whenever he can. In doing so, Barr is becoming the most powerful and influential Attorney General in American history. William Barr, facts, biography, and terms as Attorney General. William Barr, in full William Pelham Barr, born May 23, 1950, New York City, American lawyer and government official who served as Attorney General of the United States during the administrations of Presidents George H. W. Bush, 1991–93, and Donald Trump, 2019–20. Barr was the second person in U.S. history to serve twice as Attorney General. The first was John J. Crittenden. Bush administration and private practice. Barr attended Columbia University in New York City, earning a bachelor's degree in government in 1971 and a master's degree in Chinese studies in 1973. He worked for the Central Intelligence Agency, CIA, from 1973 to 1977, first as an analyst and then in the legal department. He simultaneously attended George Washington University in Washington, D.C., from which he obtained a law degree in 1977. After being admitted to the bar, he joined the Washington, D.C., law firm Shaw, Pittman, Potts and Trowbridge. From 1982 to 1983, Barr worked on the Domestic Policy Council during U.S. Pres. Ronald Reagan's first term in office. He became a partner in his law firm in 1985. In 1989, Barr left private practice to join the U.S. Justice Department. He was first appointed Assistant Attorney General, rose to Deputy Attorney General, and then became Attorney General. In that position, which he held from 1991 to 1993, he concentrated on the administration's law enforcement directives, including a crackdown on savings and loan fraud that reached its peak with the federal prosecution of Lincoln Savings and Loan Chief Charles Keating. Barr also directed the investigation of the terrorist bombing of Pan Am Flight 103. After leaving the Attorney General post, Barr returned to his law partnership. In 1994 he became Executive Vice President and General Counsel at the GTE Corporation, a post he retained after GTE merged with Bell Atlantic in 2000 and became Verizon Communications. He stayed with Verizon until 2008 and was named, of counsel, an attorney who has a close and ongoing relationship with a practice but who is neither an associate nor a partner, at Kirkland & Ellis the following year. Barr also served on a few boards of directors, including those of the media conglomerate Time Warner, 2009–18, the energy company Dominion Resources, 2009–18, and the Ziff Capital Management Group, 2016–18. In March 2017, federal agents raided the headquarters of the manufacturing giant Caterpillar as part of an investigation into the company's offshore profit handling and tax sheltering practices. 2 weeks later, Caterpillar retained Barr, who had returned to Kirkland & Ellis as of counsel specifically, to take a fresh look at Caterpillar's disputes with the government. A visible rift between Barr and Trump began to appear in the wake of the November 2020 presidential election. Trump claimed, without providing evidence, that Joe Biden's victory was invalid due to widespread fraud. Barr, in an unusual break with the president, publicly stated that the Justice Department had found no evidence to support those allegations. On December 14, 2020, Barr announced that he would resign as Attorney General, effective December 23. In One Damn Thing After Another, Memoirs of an Attorney General, 2022, Barr defended his tenure in the Trump administration and criticized the president. He notably claimed that Trump surrounded himself with whack jobs after losing the election and warned against a second Trump presidency.